Good afternoon, how are we today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are at this moment. Today I just thought I'd do a quick reading on a couple of questions that have come up to me lately. The first one I'm going to be looking at is Elon Musk, as there was an article put out a couple of days ago stating that he's a bit MIA at the moment. So I thought we'd have a quick warm-up and see what's happening with this fellow at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look. What's Elon Musk doing? Where is he and what's he up to at the moment? Alright, so it's okay. He hasn't gone anywhere. So it looks as though at the moment he's just sort of, he's feeling a bit defensive, and there's something that he feels that he needs to be protecting, because there's this sense of confusion and disorientation around him at the moment. You know, everything is well. He's quite comfortable and complete in his own set of circumstances, the overall sort of underlying basis of the issue. Looks like he's consulting with the heavens, the stars. There's lots of good fortune coming down for him at the moment. Perhaps he's contacting or having some kind of deliberation with his guides about what exactly his next move is. And perhaps there has been a woman in his surroundings recently who sort of made the suggestion that it might be time just to have a bit of a breather. He will be coming back out very soon. We'll be hearing from him not too far, in the not too far future. But otherwise, he's feeling quite successful and content within himself and his objectives. There's definitely a strong will drive to continue forward with his ambitions, and he feels like he's achieved what he's after. There's little concerns about competition that he's facing, but he's going to come out and with a new plan. He's got new objectives, new pieces of the plan that he's going to come out with and let us all know exactly what he's doing. Then you've got this 9 of coins and the 8 of swords. There might be some sort of material thing that he's been working on, because it's sort of got him a bit caught up and busy in what he's had to do. So I think he seems to be fine. He's just taking a breather to reassess his situation and to think about how he's going to bring out the next step of his plan to the general public. That 8 of Wands can also relate to the internet. As we know, he's been big on dealing on things with the internet, and the Twitter, social media, that kind of thing. The second thing I wanted to have a look at, as many people may know, is on the 5th of July they're going to be switching CERN on again, and with the intent of having more power pushed through it to find whatever it is they're looking for. So I just thought we'd have a quick look into CERN and see what influence reactivating it again may have generally, and for people as a whole, because I know a lot of people are terrified, that, you know, they're anxious at least about how it's going to affect us all. So what I want to know is basically, is it all just fear mongering, or is there something else that we don't know about that's going on here? Wow, okay. So we've had a jump card, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, so this is referring to feminine energy that's quite stable and comfortable and very generous and capable of rewarding and providing. So this is the kind of woman whose place you can walk into and she'll provide anything you need for her, from her to you. And you know, you'll always feel warm and welcome. So looking at the situation at hand, interestingly enough, is her counterpart, which is the King of Pentacles. So this is very stable and loyal man. We're looking at some strength, something that's strengthening through materialism, that's capable of providing there's definitely like you know, there's loyalty and stability, and there's a strength there, and it's being crossed by the Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of emotional output being a lot of emotional energy sort of overwashing the situation, you know. So perhaps there's that you know, where people are getting caught up in the idea that you know, there could be something not right going on there, but it's highly emotional. But there's also a lot of compassion, there's a lot of ability to give and provide, and the underlying basis of the situation is the Queen of Swords. So there's clear communication. We're going to get some clarity over something through this. We'll see at the end what happens. So recently, as the Temperance, there's been the idea of blending and mixing components. You know, people wanting to connect to their own inner selves, and reach into themselves to understand what their deeper purpose is here. So, and it's interesting because you've got the Queen of Swords at the bottom, so this very clear-cut, direct, authoritative communication type woman, no BS type woman, opposing the Knight of Swords, who's also very direct, but is very sort of almost brutally forward-thinking, without a second thought about how their actions could affect another. This could also be like a militant type situation, so perhaps there's some woman giving directions over this in situation. And then you've got like the past with the Temperance opposing the Hanged Man. So connecting with our inner selves, our higher selves, gives us another perspective, an opportunity to be illuminated and to see things from another point of view. So far we've got CERN being this stable, wealthy, sort of providing masculine energy, providing a lot of energy, and then you've got the situation where it's there's a lot of thought activity going on, where it's very intrusive almost, because of this Knight of Swords, where it's plaguing people's minds. But it's going to give a new perspective. People are going to get a real new perspective real soon. They're going to have a sense of illumination into the idealism of what the purpose is. So the people behind CERN, they're in a planning stage. They're about ready to take action on those plans. But there is something around them that's providing a bit of restriction. Perhaps they've had to reassess their plans and analyze their plans and reassess the best way to approach it, which people are concerned about what is going to be brought forward through the manifestation of utilizing such powerful energy, and then in the outcome you've got, you can see it because of the reflection, the High Priestess, followed by the Star card and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Priestess is about hidden secret things that are being brought forward. So with the Star card there, it's sort of like something that's esoteric, something that's otherworldly, something from the stars perhaps coming through with a shift. There's a turn of something, and that almost looks like a portal to me. I don't know if you sort of can see that. It's sort of like there's an unveiling of other beings that come through a portal. Perhaps there's definitely a big turn, there's a shift in perspective of the way things are going. But the Star card brings hope, and it brings the opportunity to reap rewards. It brings blessings. So it could be that people are going to have an opportunity to really acknowledge and see their spirit guides, the higher entities that are in connection with them, especially seeing as in whatever previous work they've been doing to connect to their higher self, and to really understand that internal dialogue and alchemical processes that make them who they are. So I think you're really going to have an opportunity to see you and what's inside of you through this. So the caution is to work on yourself, to know yourself, to be aware of your own darkness and your own light, and what it is that you want to bring into this world. Okay, do you wish to see the darker entities, or do you wish to see your spirit guides and the higher beings that help to guide us here? And I think ultimately through doing that work and being able to become the priestess who is able to look behind the veil of the hidden things through all the knowledge and the wisdom that's been put into our education, put into our societal belief systems, and our awareness, our spirit guides and the angels may come through and bring a whole new shift, a whole new change of direction, and a whole new enlightened shift of perspective. Well, that is what I see from the cards. for CERN and for Elon. I hope that you find some solace and comfort in your own ability to be stable and wise, and to be able to have that inner connection to your own higher self, and to be generous and caring for others. I hope you enjoyed my reading, and I look forward to hearing from you. Ciao.